very warm welcome to you wherever you are watching from around the world to the United Kingdom for the next stop on the HSBC BWF World Tour season for 2024, and it's right here at the oldest and one of the most prestigious badminton tournaments on the calendar. It can only be the All England Championships, happening right here at the Utilita Arena in Birmingham. Wonderful arena that has already seen action. This is day 3 of the competition. And the next stop, as I said, on the HSBC BWF World Tour. That's the trophy for the finals, today brought out by one of our VIPs, Liz Crawley from the Access Control team. Of course, that invite-only tournament happening at the end of the year for pairs and players that have qualified with consistent results throughout the year. This is the order of play for court 2 here on day 3. We're kicking it off with a classic in the men's singles. Sinisuka Ginting, the number 5 seed, taking on Kenta Nishimoto. That will be followed by the women's singles. Kim Ga-eun, fresh from a great victory over Ratchanok Intanon, and she will be facing one of the most informed players, and of course the former world number 1, the legend that is Tai Tzu-Ying. Mixed doubles will follow that. The number 8 seeds Tang Chunman and Si Ying-Sweat have been having a great 2024. They've already picked up a title. They're up against the Malaysians Tan Kian Meng and Lai Pei-Jing that fought hard to make it through to round 2. Women's doubles after that, Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning, probably the most exciting women's doubles pair right now, the number 4 seeds up against the Aimsard sisters from Thailand. And the men's singles will follow that. Chico Oro Dwi Wardoyo from Indonesia up against Shi Yuqi, possibly the most effective men's singles player on court at the moment. And as we move through the day, well, plenty of action still to come, as you can see. Laksha Sen against Anders Antonsen, Busanan on Bangrenfan against Chen Yufei, and Li and Wang in the men's doubles against Liang and Wang from China. So looking at the men's singles draw, and this is section 1. As you can see, Victor Axelsen or Weng Hongyang will be the opponent that will face either Sinisuka Ginting or Nishimoto in the next round. Both Popov brothers also in this section of the draw after great first round wins for them.
Onto the Minoru Yoneyama court in the women's singles. Let's hear it for the number 1 seed, Korea, and Seo. From India, Prasanna V. Sindhu.
Players just making their way out on the courts now. Fans ready for action here.
The players onto the 1-2 bet court in the men's singles. It's the number 5 seed from Indonesia, Sinisuka Ginting, and his opponent from Japan, Kenta Nishimoto. Welcome onto the 1-2 bet court, Sinisuka Ginting of Indonesia and Japan's Kenta Nishimoto.
Well, this is a great matchup to kick off the day on court 2. Sinisuka Ginting, such a competent, capable player, against Kenta Nishimoto, who's had some success at some of the lower levels, and Super 100 and Super 300. World number 12 and world number 5. These wonderful grey courts, the All England this year. Ready for the coin toss, and there's the head-to-head 7-3 to Ginting. Last time they met at the India Open, a straight games win for the Indonesian.
Left out, 7 seed. Receive. Good serve.
Well, as you saw from the draw earlier, it's a possible meeting with Victor Axelsen up next for either of these players. For Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, well, he's of course vying to be the first Indonesian in 30 years to win this prestigious title. Arianto Arbi in 1994 was the last Indonesian to lift the singles title. 27 years old now, on Cimahi, Indonesia. Ranked 5, has been as high as #2 in the world, and that was back at the beginning of January 2023. Last year quarterfinalist at this very event, and it started 2024 pretty well. Third at the Indonesian Masters, and quarterfinalist in India. That was his round 1 results against Li Chao Hao from Chinese Taipei. Straight games in 39 minutes, so hasn't dropped a game yet. Great court coverage, wonderful shot maker, and it's going to be quite a handful for Kenta Nishimoto. Last year out in the second round, the 29-year-old from Japan. And in 2023, actually was quite a productive player. 13 events, quarterfinalist or more, and 4 finals and 1 title in that period as well. That was at the Spain Masters against his compatriot Kanta Tsuneyama. Tricky player at times. But I think against a player of the class of Ginting, it's going to be consistency that really is the fact he's got to watch out for. Brian Yang from Canada, who's been in a great run of form recently, succumbed to Kenta 21-13, 21-4 in 35 minutes. That was his round 1 result. And in the umpire's chair for this one, Simon Dart.
Ready to play?
Joined by our service judge, Dominic Codera. So about ready to get underway here. Nishimoto has to play into the drift. Very slight drift here. It's been identified already this week. As you see on the screen, we're blowing up the screen, bottom to top, a little bit of left to right as well. Players have to contend with. You have to keep it a little bit sharp with ground lines.
On my right, Kenta Nishimoto, Japan. And on my left, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, Indonesia. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting to serve. Love all. Play.
So Ginting with the serve to get us going in this round 2 match.
Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all.
It's been a very rich couple of weeks in terms of ranking points for all the players and pairs. French Open Super 750 event last week. Of course, this is one of the 4 Super 1000 events on the 31 event calendar for the HSBC BWF World Tour, to its 7th season now. That's a lively rally. 3rd point. That's well left by Ginting.
2-1.
height advantage for Nishimoto, 5'11", Ginting 5'7", but with that slightly diminutive frame, Ginting, one of the best players in terms of court coverage. You really, and there you go, you can see it scampers around the court. Great recovery skills. It makes him one of these players that can really play out rallies. Wait for mistakes. That's a wonderful winner for Nishimoto, though.
Service over, 2-all.
Forced into that lift, Kenta. Now facing the attack from Ginting. Such a lightning pace that this match is started off on. That's a great shot by Nishimoto, just on the outside of
3-2.
Ginting's right side. Just a bit too much of a stretch for him. Great hold by Ginting. Going to challenge it. That's our first challenge of the day.
Called in.
Just that little bit of deception. Ginting, I think this might be just clipping the outside of the line. Oh, even further. Ball spotted by Nishimoto.
Direction out.
Now, while Ginting has the higher ranking, and I guess across the board, a little bit more of a complete play in terms of reliability, he is susceptible at times to
5-2.
sharp play. That's exactly what Nishimoto's done. He's crafted out a good 3-point lead here. Again, just forcing the issue. Good steep angle on that. Again, deceptive hold at the net from Ginting. Again, powerful return from Nishimoto. Just doing enough to hustle Ginting out of these rallies. It's been a high-quality match so far. Very few unforced errors for both players. Nishimoto just keeps forcing these rallies. Good mid-court play. Oh, how did he miss that? That was bread and butter for Ginting, really.
8-2.
Matched at it. Gonna have to tighten it up a bit now. 6-point lead. Men's singles competition has already seen some headlines this week. It's only on day 3, but first time ever the defending champion Li Shifeng out in the first round. That's never happened before in 14 editions. Wei, HS Pranoy, Marioka yesterday, Kodai Naruka against Lizzie Jia. Tian Chen also all fallen. Conversely, of course, there have been some great performances. The Popov brothers might just meet in the quarterfinals after successful round one matches in this part of the draw, section one. So Ginting with a lot of work to do here as we rapidly approach the mid-game interval. 11 points. Nishimoto in good stead so far. Challenge being called. I think that was a bit of a misread from Ginting. Looked to me like it was plumb on the line. Oh, just we always appreciate the efforts of Hawkeye. Absolutely no way you can debate that. So nothing working right now for the world number 5. At least he did manage to pull that challenge.
Play.
A lot of work on court, especially in the mid-court area. He has to be coming up and that's wonderful cross court. That's what we like to see from Ginting.
5-8.
Scissor smash into the corner. Backhand, and again flies into that same corner. He's getting a lot of reward from that right side. Pulls it back to a 2-point deficit. So 7-8.
Do not change. Do not change the shuttle.
Oh, great response by Nishimoto.
Service over. 9-7.
Step back, pluck that out the air. Well, again, good pressure by Nishimoto.
10-7.
And he's just not allowing Ginting to get settled into the rallies at the moment. Sharp, incisive shot. And that seems to be enough to rattle the Indonesian. So he's maintaining a solid lead. Nice pick up there by Nishimoto. Gives him the lift he needs to get on the attack. Oh, just couldn't complete the finish.
Service over. 8-10.
Oh, is there another twist in the tail before the mid-game interval? Just couldn't control that backhand. And with that, Kenta Nishimoto, after a solid start, goes into the first break, 11-8 up.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
So back on court for the second phase of game one, and Kenta Nishimoto has so far
11-8. Play.
done everything he needs to do to disarm Ginting. High line there by Ginting. Defended well by Nishimoto, but look at that. Wow. That's just beautiful.
9-11.
Absolutely class. Cross drop into front court, right side. Wonderful. Oh, now he's beginning to find his range. He's having a lot of trouble with that left side. Went for the body defense, Nishimoto.
11-all.
And just like that, for the first time, Ginting is now tied up at 11 apiece. Just refocused himself. See there, it's a little bit more compact now. It's great movement, track back to that back line and fire it off. Still, there is creeping in.
Service over, 12-all.
Seems a little bit more focused now, Ginting, since the break. Just powering forward.
13-12.
Giving Nishimoto a little bit of a taste of his own medicine, just not allowing him to settle into any kind of rhythm for the point. And as you can see from the fist bump, much happier with his general output. So 13-12. And now beginning to pull away. Well, we've seen it on so many occasions. Players taking a little bit of time just to warm up and get into their rhythm. That certainly seems to be the case with Ginting. Just had a bit of
Service over. 13.
extra
14.
inches on his, especially on his right side play. That might just be from the left-right drift as well. But now that he's tweaked it, he seems to be on course. Nishimoto is the one that's moving Ginting around the court at the moment. That's gone long. Still has to watch those mistakes.
14 more.
Crucial couple of points. Oh, that was a high serve, and Ginting almost punished him with that. It's on the floor. It's absolutely so many options for Nishimoto in that point.
15, 14.
Could have gone straight. Could have gone left. I have to say, I'm very impressed by Nishimoto's level of defending so far in this first game. He certainly knows and is respectful of the attack of Ginting. So he hasn't been reckless at all. I think that's an important factor. Been calm and confident.
Kenta. Change? No, do not change the shuttle. No, no.
I just fell off.
Quickly.
And a much tighter second half to this first game. And Nishimoto with a pretty good shout. Actually, as it runs out so far, I would not be surprised if he continues with this attacking intent. Also with that eye towards defending as well. That's what you have to be against high-ranked players. You just have to be careful.
Service
Be
over.
very compact in what you do.
15 all.
$15 all. Big thumbs up from his coach. Has he done enough to rattle Nishimoto? That's one of the first mistakes we've seen from
16,
Nishimoto in a while.
15.
Oh, wonderful cross-court winner from Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. And just like that, first 2-point lead, but look at the time of that first 2-point lead. The second phase to game one has been very productive for him, but just at the right time, 17-15. He starts building. That looked like it may have been heading out.
18-15.
That's 3 points.
Service over. 16-18.
Oh, Kenta can take a lot away from this first game for sure. Of course, it's not over yet. He's approached it very well. Just took his eye off the shuttle there, Ginting.
17-18.
I wonder if there's a twist in this tale just before the end of the first. Oh, wonderfully read by Ginting, just sailing through the air
Service over.
to intercept that.
19-17.
He knew absolutely where to be. Had to time that just right if it was going to work out for him. So 19-17 on serve. That's gone wide. So 3 game points.
20, game point 17. Service
Not
over.
quite.
18-20.
Just yet.
Okay.
So not quite high enough for Nishimoto, and
First
after
game,
23 minutes,
Sinisuka
Ginting
Ginting
takes the first 21-18.
18. Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Return to your chairs, please, coaches.
So back on court now for game 2. And Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, who would have been the clear favourite for this match, is beginning to find his feet after a bit of a shaky start in the first game.
Level. Play.
Of course, that's taking nothing away from his opponent, Kenta Nishimoto. So they get underway. He's moved down the pecking order. Nishimoto is a real
1 love.
band, I should say, a group of Japanese men's single shuttlers. Nishimoto, Tsuneyama, Momota, and of course Narioka now out. Probably Narioka is probably the most exciting of all 4.
2 love.
But Nishimoto did have a good run last year, especially near the end of the year. But Also came up with a runner-up position at one of the final tournaments of 23, Side Modi International, which I had the honor of being on hand to watch, and did a very good run that week. Nice little push from Ginting, who has started well here in the second. On the other side of the net, well, don't really have to say any more about the rich history of badminton, not just in singles, but across all 5 disciplines in Indonesia, where it is a national treasure, this sport. Ginting, Wardoyo, Chico Wardoyo still in the draw, Jonathan Christie, top 3 shuttlers, but so many shuttlers, of course, women's singles, women's doubles, and mixed doubles as well.
Over for 1.
Indonesia, a wonderful badminton playing nation. As you can imagine, with such a rich history comes standards as well. They really do demand the highest quality from their players. So a good run in most tournaments, if not the big tournaments, is more than expected. 4-1. Good body defense there from Ginting. That's a great rally. And it's finished off with a clinical smash to the bottom right corner. As I said, he's not the biggest player, 5'7", but his technique in his jump, right there, brilliant. Sets himself up with a good base, switches his feet back, executes. 5-1. Prefers playing into the drift, obviously, as you can imagine. Ginting really let fly with his big attack. There are 4 courts in action here at the Utility Arena. Now, number 1, Answer Young. Court 1, Yu Zhao. In singles also, Shao Li on court 4. Oh, that's wonderfully read by both players, and I'm sure Ginting thought that he really had that one, but Nishimoto quick to respond. Oh, very different story from the first game. Now it's Nishimoto doing the chasing from this driftier side of the court as well. And that's what happens when you're on the
service over. 7-2.
Less drifty side of firing into the wind. Really let fly. Ginting so fond of those smashes. Nice hold. Very fast pace to this point. Looking back at his coach Ginting, he just
3-7.
wondering how he added a couple of extra inches that wide. Still, he has a buffer. Oh, wonderful return from Nishimoto.
4-7.
If I had to, really had to pick hairs, it's just about reliability and consistency with Kenta, as you can just see from that shot. Wonderful shot maker, and he's very good at anticipating where these shots are coming in. It's useful, but just sometimes lets his guard down. And men's singles especially, top 5, very much like the women's singles, you really have to have every part of your game 75, 80% or more better. If you're going to really compete. It's a little bit wide.
Service over. 8-4.
But as I said earlier, from Kenta 2023, 13 events made the quarterfinals or further. 4 finals, 1 title. It's really not that bad. Worthy of his world number 12 ranking. Oh, nice push. Lofted it over over Nishimoto. Saw the angle. Approaching the second mid-game interval. Great body defense by Kenta. Well, it has to be said, both these fellas have really put on a show in terms of speed rallies. And that winner, again, just too much for Ginting to stretch.
5-9.
Get the feeling that's the kind of effort that Nishimoto's going to have to put into every point. Now that Ginting is firing. Wonderful return there.
Kenta. Change shuttle. Yes.
Kenta just taking his time after the wipe down to change the shuttle. Always good just to break that rhythm. Ginting was really fine form these last 3 points. Oh, that's a great combination from Nishimoto.
6-9.
Straight off the serve, there was that pickup. That comes back too high. And it's, well, in football terms, that's near post. Threads the needle on that left side. Never going to work for Nishimoto. You just saw him take an extra step.
10-6.
Just misjudged that shot coming in from Ginting. Needed an extra step, and while he was resetting himself, that base was then not secure enough. The following subsequent shot is too low. With that going too long, Ginting goes into the second break far more comfortable than he did in the first. 11-6 up.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Six. Play.
That skews out for Ginting.
7-11.
One thing that you have to understand about Nishimoto is very much a team player. He's picked up a lot of medals in team championships. The mixed team championships, 3 medals at the Asia team championships. Also one at the junior championships as well. 4 medals at the Sudirman Cup. 29 years old now. Ooh, that's been pushed to the back again, but this time Ginting a little bit wide.
11.
Step forward by Ginting, really stepped into that. The advantage. Oh, just so delicate at the net on the left side. Nishimoto comes through. So far, it's been a 3-point run for Kenta since the break. As emphatic as you're going to get.
It's over. 12-9.
Look at his body position when he takes that, actually falling backwards. His top 5 players, almost a variable base where they can launch these big attacks. You really do need to have a good base to get that power flowing through your body. So when you have players who can fly laterally through the air and still manage to connect properly, Ginting there falling away. It's a very useful weapon. That's a nice little piece of work, Ginting on the attack. Great shot variation from him. And then he pulls the last one.
It's over. 10-12.
Well, that's just 1 point from the last 5 for Ginting, and I wonder, it's gone in his head a little bit again. Certainly, there's been a sprightly reply from Nishimoto. Ginting with a couple of clear unforced errors. Take that.
Service over. 13-10.
Nice touch at the net. Nishimoto, high line, leaving a lot of space left and right. And that's what Ginting's trying to take advantage of. Wonderful defense by Kenta. He's lucky that time. He's already been called for faulting over the net.
11-13.
This time he gets it right. Let's look at it from the side. I didn't need it in the end.
Anthony, return to court. Kenta, return to court, please.
So a couple of reminders from Simon Dart. To keep play going. And that's what's always important, just to keep that fluidity. No delays allowed. Wow, that's just caught a little bit of breeze.
12-30.
Just 1 point in it now. Long way back for Nishimoto if he wants to take this match, but I'm so fond of saying it's 1 point at a time. Try and keep it as compact as possible.
Service over, 14-12.
But of course, against a player like Ginting, who looks like he's settled a bit, it is a very, very tough ask. Wonderful cross-court by Ginting, and look how fast he manages to get back. And that lift comes back, and look at Kenta and his expression. He knows there's absolutely nothing you can do when Ginting's in that form.
Kenta
Steps back, fires it, rushes forward, touch at the net, and then big shot from the lift that he knows is coming. 3 shots, and that point was done.
Anthony does chase shuttle. Yes.
Such an athletic player when on form. Had a lot to deal with last year. Had a lot of family loss and off-court issues he had to deal with, and of course the psychology of that, how it translates to your physical game. So he was kind of out of the running for a few months.
Anthony Sinisuka Ginting challenges.
Has bounced back well. Well, of course, we'll be looking for these next 6 months, especially running up to the Olympics. It's almost a surefire choice for that. To build up his form. All the top players, of course, will be doing that. And it's a young Victor. It's looking to sharpen up before big tournament in Paris.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over.
That was out.
13.
Lost the challenge there, but
play.
The way this match is evolving, perhaps he won't need to use the other one. Very flat over the net, almost a doubles exchange.
Fault.
Well placed by Ginting.
Service over.
Just above
16-13.
the shoulder on the right side, very difficult to pick up. Well, it looked like it may have been going out, but Ginting still plays it. And Kenta
Service over.
with the interception.
14-16.
Had to get that absolutely right in terms of timing. Flat too. Well, credit to him. He's certainly not dropping his head. He's taking on the challenge. 1 point back now on serve.
Service over, 17-15. You obstructed your opponent. Obstructed your opponent.
That was obstruction.
Your opponent.
It's about breaking the line of the net. Kento
You
a little bit
obstructed your
aggrieved.
opponent. You obstructed your opponent. Obstructed your opponent.
And Simon Dart being very clear about that. Have a look at that. That came up very high. Some might say that was a little harsh, but it's always down to the rule of law and the umpire in the end. So challenge coming from Kenta.
Called out.
And that's out. Well, didn't really look like it was going to clip the line.
Unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
So 18-15. Ginting with the serve that could see him close out this match. And it has been a fascinating affair. And you'd have to admit that Ginting has never really been all over it. Been a fine fight from Nishimoto. Another challenge coming.
Sinisuka Ginting challenges called out.
That one might just be clipping line. But Kenta was in a very good position to see it. Oh, close, but no joy.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining.
So out of challenges.
Service
Did
over.
need it in the end.
16-18.
And what a point for Nishimoto to win. By no means is this done and dusted at 16-18. Both players fighting for an advantage over the net. And that's a wonderful drop in.
17-18.
Can Kenta overturn this second game? Smart play by Kenta, targeting the backhand side, then straight to the body. That was intelligent play, and it's 18-all.
Kenta. Kenta, change. No. Yeah.
It looks like he's been absolutely run ragged, Nishimoto, but it's good to see him fighting. Oh, what a shot by Ginting.
Service over. 19-18.
It really is the shots you play at crunch time, and that was wonderful. Could have so easily left that too short. Great defense by Ginting. He's still in the rally. And again, oh, and it's a winner. It's not just a defensive shot. It's a transitional attack. Brilliant. Twice picks it up off the turf.
Match point 18.
And the second one is just too good. Match point. 2 of them. Really steps it up from 18 all with 2 wonderful pieces of net play. One he chose, and of course that was to get 19. And the second one, well, that was just instinctive brilliance. "51 minutes they've been on court. Has been a treat for the fans here at the Utilita Arena. It's got to be careful. And smart play by Nishimoto. Save one of those match points.
19-20. Do not change the shuttle. No.
Forced Ginting into a body defense, and the last one just too awkward for him. Very, very tricky serve. Just it to the back. It's big. Oh, that's wonderful from Ginting. He took a gamble. He took a chance rushing in. He had to make sure it was on the right side of Nishimoto. But just like the point at 19 and 20 that got him the match points, just a touch of class from the wall number 5 at the end. So 52 minutes, 21-19 in the second.
Thank you.
And Sinisuka Ginting is through to the quarterfinals.
Match won by Sinisuka Ginting, 21-18, 21-19.
And there's confirmation of it. 53 minutes on the clock, 21-18, 21-19. And he really had to fight hard at the end. Nishimoto can be happy with his output. Of course, a couple more tournaments in the European leg still coming. Swiss Open, I can stop very soon. Well, Ginting has done very well here. So, continuing on here at court 2, and up next is the women's singles. And Tai Tzu Ying the number 3 seed up against Kim Ga-eun, who had a great round 1 by dispatching Ratchnok into none. And looking at the women's singles draw, Michelle Lee already beaten 21-9, 21-9 by marauding He Bingjiao. That was just now on court 4, and He Bingjiao will be waiting for either Kim or Tai in the quarterfinals. Still in this part of the draw, and that's section 3, Carolina Marin, Wang